Good afternoon, guys. This is Meks. Um, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a which shoe favor. So I don't do many crafts or paper crafts, but it's my second favorite thing to do, you know, after drawing. Um, I did make one tutorial on a pop-up card. So this will be my second tutorial on a paper craft. Um, so let me see here. This is what the shoe's going to look like. Okay. So that's how it looks like. Okay. I like to make little favor boxes for my son's class during the holidays. I think it's a fun activity for me, at least. But every holiday I make my own little boxes and stuff them with goodies and candy and stuff and send them to school. Sometimes I joke and say I'm just going to put candy in a little cellophane bag and send them to school one day with it, just to see what people would say. But anyway, I did make this template. Here you go. You can download this template from the link that's provided in the description box. You just, follow the link. There should be a download button, and go ahead and download it and print it out. I do advise that you make sure to do print preview first. It's kind of a small file, so and then you can zoom it in, zoom it out, whatever, how big you want it. For it to zoom out to fit the paper, it's going to be about 6 inches. So from toe to heel, it's about a good 6 inches. I'm pretty sure of it. Kind of eyeballing it right now here. Yeah, about 6 inches, a little over 6 inches. So, and it's a decent size where you can fit, a couple of candies. I have a bunch of these puzzle erasers that I'm completely obsessed with. So I was planning on giving that to the kiddos and, just putting candy in it. Okay, so this is what you're going to need. You're going to need the template, of course. Just follow the directions. All the solid lines are to cut. The dash with the dots is a mountain fold, and the dashes are for valley folds, and the little gray areas are for gluing. And you want to use minimal gluing because you don't want it to, I guess, leak or spread out and make a mess, especially if you're going to use black paper. And I also realized that black paper, or you can't really print ink on black paper. So what I did was I made, I printed out the template like this on a pretty good, decent, heavyweight cardstock. And what I did is I traced it onto the black paper. So like what I have here, I have it traced out. So I have it like that. And all the marks or all the dots and stuff I needed to mark where, to fold. I just have like a little dot right there, a little dot there, a little dot there in the center. You need a center dot there, so I kind of just moved it over on this side like that, corner to corner, and then put a dot right there in the middle. So you kind of, know where to mark and where to fold. But yeah, and it's advised to use graphite pencil, or if you have like a white pastel pencil or white color pencil lying around, I would suggest you use that too. Graphite has that silvery sheen that I so much hate, but it seems to work to my advantage when you're using black paper. Okay, so that's what I did. I traced that out, and you can have it lined. I have this one lined, as you can see here. It's lined with this cutesy little Halloween orange paper, or you can have it not lined, which is like this. Okay, this one's not lined. I lost a couple of rhinestones there. This one was actually my prototype, but yeah, I didn't line it. But yeah, I bought a bunch of it from Hobby Lobby. This printed paper, 12 by 12. And it's not cardstock, it's just printed paper. So you can fit about 3. What I did was I printed out a second template. See, it's just that. And then I cut it down just so I can save paper. You don't really need it right there because it's just going to be on the underside of the shoe and no one's not going to see it. So I took those out and I realized that the bottom of the heel is going to be exposed. It's right here. I wanted to keep that black, but if you want the print to be on that side too, that's fine too. It's up to you, it's preference, but I wanted to keep it black. I just wanted the inside of the shoe to be orange. So that's why I cut off that end. Okay, and what I did was I just traced it. Okay. So if you don't want your shoe to be lined, you can skip this part where I'm going to line the shoe. Okay. I usually use my die cutter, but this time around I didn't. I'm physically, tracing and cutting every single one of them, which is what I used to do anyway. And I figured, oh, I have a little bit more time. I started the project a little early before Halloween, so I was like, I'll just do it by hand. It's not a big deal. Let me just put on a little bit of music. Sorry. Alright. It'd be easier for you to cut out the line or the lining and then glue it onto the paper before you cut the whole thing. Alright. You want to use minimal glue, like I said before, because you don't want anything like squishing out or leaving white marks on your black paper.
That's just oh, sneezing. I should know. Get down. Isaac. Go.
Okay, make sure you line up to the outline as best as you can. Make sure the point is in the middle right there. And just press it down. Oh, no, 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 no. Not good. Okay, there we go. And then just press it down. I think my glue kind of dried. Alright, let's try this again.
Orange.
Okay. I guess that's on there.
Orange. No.
So now this is where I make my creases using my boner, my bone folder. And don't forget the little dots that we made too. So you want to follow your template here where you want to make your creases. Okay. Now this middle line is actually optional. I have a crease going down the middle because I wanted the shoe to pop up a little bit. I didn't want it to be flat. You know, so it's up to you. If you don't mind it being flat, then you don't have to make the middle creases. Water. Alright, so we've made our creases. Let's go ahead and cut it.
Yep. Oh my god.
Alright, so now we're going to follow the template here, how we're going to fold. So we have the mountain folds and the valley folds. For those of you who don't know what a mountain fold is or a valley fold, it's more of a origami terms. At least that's where I've seen it most. The valley obviously is this way to create a valley, you know, when you fold it this way. And basically folding it, you know, like this, you're folding it forward, you're creating a valley. And then you have the mountain fold, which is folding it backwards. You're going to fold it back to create a mountain. That's the simplest way I can explain it. Okay. This is going to be a mountain fold here, and another mountain fold this way. Okay. So here's our first mountain fold. Okay, crease that. And this is our second mountain fold, which goes all the way up to this mountain fold only. Okay. Because this is going to be the tongue of the shoe, so you don't want to put a line there. Okay. Then now there's this line here. It's going to be a valley fold. This paper is really thick. Where's my boner? There you are. Okay. And then we're going to do another valley fold on this side. Okay. That line that goes down the middle, that's optional. It's also another valley fold. Okay. So those are two flaps. The little tabs here are going to be valley folds. Okay. This line right here is going to be another valley fold. Okay. The other side. And right here, another valley fold. For the insole. Okay. And on this side. You know what? I forgot one more fold right there. Obviously, I wasn't following my template. Okay. Crease here. Alright. It's a little crooked. Is it? Fix it. Alright. So I found it easiest to start from the back to the front. Okay, so we want to glue the heels together first. Okay. A little bit of glue. So you want to line it up. Okay. And you want to hold it there for a few seconds. Let the glue set. Especially if you're using really thick paper like what I'm doing right now. I would recommend, more lighter cardstock so you can fold and, bend the paper around a little more easily. And there we go. Should be attached. Okay. So now gluing gluing the tongue down now. Not tongue, I'm sorry, the insole. This one could be a little tricky. So you want to put, trying to get a good angle here. So you want to do minimal glue, like along the edges. And try to get inside there as low as you can. You don't have to go all the way, but just as low as you can. So that's how I have it. And do the other side. Okay. So I have that. So what you want to do is kind of pull the sides out a little bit. And then you want to push this down as further as you can get it down. Ah, see, I'm already making a mess. So there we go. And you want to hold it, you want to press it down on it so that the glue sets. Okay, that looks good. So now it's time to do the front. I like to bend this over a little bit like that. And the top to be like that a little bit. Okay, so it's going to be like this. Oh, come on. Alright, so what you're going to do is open this side without the tongue, because that's going to go over the flap with the tongue. Okay, so what you're going to do is put a line of glue right at the edge, just at the edge. I think that might even be a little too much glue. Alright, so you want to fold that right over to the other side, like that, and push it down. You can even stick your finger under, pushing them down, or this finger pushing up while your thumb's putting down, or pushing down. Can't even talk. Okay. Okay. So let that set a little bit. And if you want to unflatten that, just kind of put your fingertip right there. Encourage it a little bit. And then with your index finger and your thumb on the other hand, kind of push these together, squeeze in, and pull up. So then it'll give you that. So it's not so flat. Okay, so you go like that. Okay. And you can curl the tongue. I want the tongue curled, so I take my pencil, kind of just roll it, and then curl the tongue. Okay. You can embellish it now. I have buckles. These buckles I use my die cutter to cut with. I just have like glittery paper. Okay. So you have a standard one that looks like that. Let's see. Let's grab an extra buckle. See right here? So I have a strip of paper that fits in the buckle. I was smarter the second time around of making the buckles. I had a middle thing there to hold down the paper. And all I did was just measure that space to make the strip of paper. It's a little under 3/4 inch wide, just slightly under it. Make sure. Yeah, slightly under it. And the buckle itself is 1 inch. Okay. And then the strip of paper, what I did was I cut down strips of paper this way, 3/4 inch, and then I cut it in half, which made it perfect. It was perfect, cutting it in half. So you're gonna place that there, okay? And you can get a lot of templates on how to get buckles. All I did was Google square frame vectors, and I came up with a bunch, and I found one that I like. So put the glue on the sides. On the sides only, because the top here is not flat. Okay. So now try to center it as much as you can. You want that edge to meet that edge right there. You want it to meet. Okay. Make sure it's straight. You want that paper to meet that edge right there. Okay. Flatten it. And you go to this side and do the same thing. See what I meant? It was perfect. Edge and edge. Go ahead and press against the sides. Get the glue to set in. You can move the buckle around a bit, adjust it. Okay. Take your scissors, cut off the little triangle left over on both sides. And you have a little witch shoe. Okay. Now on my prototype, I had the tip curled. That's optional if you like it. How I did it was, let me show you here. Well, let me show you on a new one. Oh, crap. Well, let's see if I can pull this one out. So, I may have to just use a new one. Okay, so if you want to do the curl, you can't just flatten it, because if you just flatten it and curl it, it doesn't keep its point, see? It looks all funky. See, you just go like that, it just looks funky. So what I had to do was create a fold, a valley fold right there in the center, that way, and another one going across this way. So you're going to kind of rabbit ear it in origami terms, or a sink fold, slightly sink fold. So what you're doing is you're making a little valley fold there, and you're forcing it to fold inwards. Okay, because when you flatten it, it folds outwards. You want it to fold inwards. You don't want a mountain fold, you want a valley fold. So what I did was I pinched it a little bit, created a couple lines, crap, and then I flattened it. Come on. This one's not cooperating. Come on, go in. There it is. So there you go. You flatten it like that and it keeps its point. And you can just take your pencil and curl it up. You have the little curl. Just like that. Okay. There you go. That's how you make a little witch shoe. And just stuff it with little candies, little goodies. That's what I did. Okay. Oops, out of camera there. So yeah, very easy to do. It's just a little time consuming. Take your time on it. Don't rush. Like I said, just follow the template. It's really easy. Just mind your lines, mind your cutting. That way everything lines up. You know, you want to make sure you cut pretty straight and, you know, you keep to the outline, you know, so that everything lines up perfectly. Okay. But yeah, that's it for my tutorial on how to make a Wicked Witch shoe. So again, to download this template, you can get it right there in my description box. And have fun with it. Embellish it however you want it. You can do the little rhinestones if you like, the little buckles. I think it gives it a little, you know, a little eye candy to the front of the shoe. But yeah, happy Halloween, and hopefully I'll see you guys before Halloween. I still have this one to complete. So, but yeah, use the template. Feel free to use the template. It's free. You don't need to credit me or anything. Sharing is caring. But yeah, have a good night and take care, everyone.